Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for coming in. And this is not a show, but basically I'm just giving you an update, and it's gonna be bilingual. Muchas gracias por venir. Este no es el show, pero les voy a dar una actualización de lo que está pasando ahorita, okay? Alright, guys, so as I'm walking over here at this beautiful park, I just came to the United States, and I wanna thank everybody for your prayers. It was kind of scary, the flight. I'm not gonna lie to you. We have extremely weather conditions last night. From the moment that we enter Mexico, we have extremely very bad weather conditions. So we had continuously turbulence in the plane, and it was scary. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It was really scary, and they did not allow us to drink any hot drink because of that. Other than that, when I came here this morning, I spoke to my friend, and she told me that there was so much wind that her window got broken. So her window got broken, and now she cannot get out. She needs to have a window fixed. So I just didn't know how the weather was last night here in Los Angeles. It did not surprise me because we had a really bad weather, wind, heavy winds, and so we had a very bad flight. Ayer que me vine, desde que entré a México, en el aeroplano, me di cuenta de que teníamos cambios climáticos, y entonces el avión a cada rato se estaba sacudiendo por las turbulencias, porque los vientos estaban muy fuertes. Entonces cuando yo vine aquí a Los Ángeles, me di cuenta de que mi amiga se le había quebrado su ventana debido a los grandes vientos, así que estuvo un poco crítica el vuelo, pero estoy bien. Alright, guys, so what's gonna happen right now? I told you guys that we have 48 hours until they can actually employ any correction they need to do in the markets. Today we have 600 and something down, and it will continue going down because the elite wants to break the system. Remember what Trump told us yesterday? That happened the day before. I told you. Trump told us there was a glitch in the markets, and it's supposed to be fixed this week. And what did I tell you? We got this week and next week to have something really good coming out. Okay? So it's coming. Everything we've been telling you is coming. I want you to watch last video from Johnny. It talks about the private sector in Iraq. Listen to Johnny. Everything he tells you is right on the money. One more time. And that's basically happening behind the curtains. Like I've been telling you, these things are not fairy tales. And tomorrow, I'm supposed to have a show. Well, actually, let me see. Hold on. Don't go away. Yeah, I'm supposed to have a show tomorrow. I'm gonna have a show tomorrow. We're coming back to this to our former platform, and so we're gonna have a great show. We're gonna have I have a lot of intel. So we just gotta be patient. We gotta be patient and watch everything how it's gonna come. And if anything has happened today, is that confirmation what we've been telling you. We've been telling you that the markets need to be shake. The markets needs to be shaken, and new things have to come out. And the one thing that is going to really bring value to everything is what I'm about to tell you tomorrow, okay? So please join me tomorrow on my show, and I'm gonna keep you update. What else? Oh, let me just explain this in Spanish. Ok, mañana voy a decirles qué es lo que va a actualizar todo y qué es lo que va a traer valor a todo esto. Les dije ayer que Donald Trump decía que había un glitch. Un glitch básicamente es algo que se quebró, algo que no estuvo mal en el sistema. Y desde que dijo eso ayer, él ahora colapsó el sistema del Dow Jones y perdió más de 600 puntos, exactamente como te lo tenemos venido diciendo. También, si tú sabes inglés, yo te recomiendo que veas el video de Beny, donde habla del sector privado. Todo lo que te dice ahí es cierto. Estamos esperando que se active el sector privado para que va a tener el valor y va a enseñar el valor del dinar. Pero para mientras, mañana te voy a decir exactamente cómo tienen ellos planeado subir el valor, no solamente del dinar, sino de todas las otras monedas. Alright, so tomorrow I'm going to show you the main thing that will bring value to everything. And I'm going to show you how the elites wants to bring out value to every single currency up there, okay, to trade. But I will try my best to explain to you how they plan to do it. It's already happening. You just don't see it. You will continuously see it because you're going to see more news coming out about that. All right? So it's a great day. It is a beautiful Thursday. I'm back home and I love it. Is there one thing that I learned being in a third world country? It has taught me to appreciate the life that I have right now. Although it's not the right life I want to have, I wish I could have more. But it's better than what I experienced in El Salvador. So that has actually shown me a lot. It has shown me to be more humble. It has shown me to appreciate everything I have. It has shown me to appreciate my family more. What is left of my family. And there's a lot of things, there's a lot of good lessons I learned in El Salvador. And as these dogs are fighting for food, we're gonna continue fighting, because right now the war of currency is about to happen. This is exactly what happened. And I appreciate everybody for your donations. If you have donated me, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I want to also thank you for your prayers. Si hay una cosa que te quiero decir, es que viene ahorita la guerra de divisas. La guerra de divisas ya hace tiempo no se había dado, pero ahora va a empezar la guerra de divisas. Te voy a indicar por qué mañana y cómo va a empezar la guerra de divisas. El show va a ser bilingüe, así que por favor tenga un poco de paciencia, porque las cosas se tienen que dar así. No sé si voy a tener tiempo mañana de hacer un show en español por separado, no lo dudo, pero vamos a hacer lo posible, ¿ok? Alright guys, so tomorrow's show is going to be a bilingual show, so please be patient. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a separate show, but please just be patient just for tomorrow. And after tomorrow, I will try my best to do a separate show, alright? A separate language show. Alrighty guys, so thank you so much for your attention. Everything is looking good. I know we are gonna get shocked in the next 24 hours. And by the way, tomorrow is the last 24 hours of the elite. Tomorrow is the last 24 hours. They need to come out with a correction. They need to come out with a solution of what's happening in the markets. If they don't, my goodness, we're gonna have chaos and panic. Mañana son las últimas 24 horas que le han dado las élites a correccionar, a corregir los problemas que están pasando en los mercados. Si no lo hacen, va a haber caos y pánico. Muchas gracias por tu atención y te veo mañana. Alright guys, thank you so much for your attention. I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow. Back to our nice platform, and let's glorify his name. Thank you so much. This was Benny Wilson from Los Angeles. I'm out.
Twisted Christian back with another video. This video I'm going to be focusing on post RV, what other currencies you may want to buy. I'm going to put a Google Doc list down there below in the description so you guys can take a look at it. That's totally up to you. It's a start. You can expand on it. All I know is that when the Iraq dinar does change in value, one of the first things I'm going to be doing is looking at this list. Before we get started, I just want to make a point, clear up something. I never called Hank Kunneman a false prophet and never will. One of the things that you have to understand, regardless if somebody's right or wrong, nobody's 100% perfect. And I'll share this. Many of you study whatever translation, and well, mostly all of our Christian teachings come from an English translation. And for all those you are calling people false prophets and everything else, let me just share this with you. If you have ever taught anything out of the English translation and says something different in the Hebrew or the Greek, you have taught wrong. I've done it. I didn't even realize how much the Standard English Bible, how much it's mistranslated. And it does change many things. It doesn't change the main message of Christ, but it does change things. So I just want to clear that up because I've been operating in church for a long time. I used to be in church for a long time, stepped out because it was just church is just too much. It's just not what it's supposed to be. And where I live, there's not really too many places to go. And just keep in mind, out of every prophecy in the Bible, a lot of it has not been fulfilled. So we can't say, well, since it hasn't been fulfilled yet, well, then it's false. No, so regardless of what you think, many people every Sunday teach wrong just because of translation, and now you guys know. And you guys, we need to be careful how we judge because the same measure will be given unto us when we judge. And it is hard not to judge. It really is. We do it every single day. I don't care if it's race, sex, disability, just so many different things that we do every single day. Anyways, to get started on this video, one of the things I'm going to tell you guys, when the dinar changes in value, it's not over. You would be a fool to take your dinars and not do anything else with it as far as investing in what is supposed to be called the worldwide currency revaluation, or whatever they call it, where some currencies will be going up, some of them will be coming down. One of the things that I learned very quickly is that you have to listen. And if I would have listened, everything in my life right now would have been different. Now, many like you, I'm listening to Iraq news every day. I'm not thinking about any other investments. I'm not thinking about nothing else but the Iraq dinar. I didn't look at stocks. I didn't look at cryptocurrencies. I didn't look at anything. I was just focused on the dinar. Okay, let me share something with you. It's channel Currency 365. And they also have another one where it's at Eyes Open Media. I do share content from Eyes Open Media. See, all I was focused on before was just listening to the Iraq dinar news every single day or every other day. And the whole entire time, I missed out on cryptocurrency. Did talk about cryptocurrencies during the Iraq dinar video, which eventually I did get into because I was eventually, my ears started to open. But it was at the tail end of things. And if I would have listened to this man, instead of listening so much to what was going on in Iraq and would have focused on investing and making money, I could fund I would have been able to fund everything that I ever wanted to do, because when Currency 365, John is his name, I would have invested when, this is when all these major cryptocurrencies were less than a penny, except for Bitcoin. There was a lot of them. I just remember, oh yeah, this one is, 1 cent, 2 cents, get in, whatever the case, and I didn't pay attention. So I'm going to share something with you guys. Just make sure that you subscribe to Currency 365 and Eyes Open Media, because they both talk about, some spiritual things, but on Eyes Open Media, but cryptocurrencies, Iraq dinar, the markets, that's with Currency 365. And see, that's why now I'm doing these investments. I'm looking at not just direct, I'm looking at other currencies. I'm looking also into the stock market as well. I don't know, I think over the last couple of weeks, I have hundreds, or probably over 500 stocks worth of different things, just because I started getting into investing. Folks, it's not going to be over just because the Iraq dinar revalued. If you walk away with whatever, 100,000, 500,000, a million, and you can't make that explode if this currency revaluation, if this currency revaluation is basically a multiple explosion, or what do you call, like a domino effect, which I believe it will, not just other currencies. You got to remember, when this happens, it's gonna create wealth all over the world, including the government, which means every sector, the energy sector, clothing sector, military budgets. I mean, military, everything that you can think of, every industry is going to be affected. So right now I'm looking at every single penny stock that is in the sectors that I think that are going to take off the most. What I mean by penny stocks for me is basically 15 cents or less, sometimes 20, maybe, depending on what it is and what it's expected to go up to, I might do more than that. But I tell you, if you guys walk away and you don't pay attention, there's a lot of channels out there that just talk about dinar. I think Breitling Report also dibs and dabs and other things too as well. So I just recommend that you subscribe to both those channels, especially for post RV, because you're going to want to know what you're going to want to take your dinar invest in. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, but I'm also paying attention to what other people are doing. Okay, so this is the document on Google Docs. The link is below. All right, now what I've done, and this is what I've done for me. So if the Iraq dinar is the first one to take off, and everybody's celebrating, everybody's happy, well, the first thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to look at all these currencies. Now, the ones that I have a check mark to are for me, that are most important. Now, I have my own reasons, like the krone, and some people know about the dream. So for whatever reason, I'm not sure. I'm just going to invest post RV. It just depends on what kind of money. I mean, right now, the Iraq dinar is the best value, I think, in my opinion, as far as currency that you're going to get. I mean, you could take the same amount for the Vietnamese, you can invest in 100 there and 100 in dinar, and you're going to make more money off dinar. So right now, personally, unless you're just sick of buying dinars, look at some of these other countries. Now, I have it broken down less than 1 cent. These were the rates of 12/31. I spent all night researching all of these, and not only that, the countries themselves, whether or not if they're political turmoil, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right, so I got here listed, Vietnam, that's expected to change in value. Indonesia, the Sri Lankan, we got Iceland, South Korea, Chilean, Colombia, which I haven't in red because they're just, all those countries down there in South America, they're just really, in my opinion, they're really in turmoil with all the corruption. You think Iraq is corrupt. Just look at South America. Costa Rica, Hungarian, Cambodia, Pakistani, Laos. Okay, now these are ones that I have instant access to either through Forex or through Exchange of America. It's from the video that I did before about the physical currency exchange. Okay, and down here below I have another set of possible revaluations, whether it be at the very beginning or within that year period. India, Haiti, Russia, I'm not too for sure. They're involved in a lot of stuff, and I just don't know where their currency is going to go. So that's a iffy one for me. Philippines, Dominican Republic, I don't know how to say that. Uruguayan peso, 3 cents. Nicaraguan, that's in turmoil. Taiwan. These are all between 1 and 9 cents. So it's very, very cheap. South Africa, Egypt pound, Czechoslovakia, and then I had the 10 to 15 cents. Okay. Now there might be many, many others. There's a lot of currencies, and there might be some really surprises in that. But this is where I'm starting. And I'm doing another one for stocks. I'm not sure if I'm going to post that one in the near future, because that takes, for me, it's going to take a lot more research than just looking up currencies. I want to make sure that I'm, that if I share any information, that I try to be as accurate as possible, but always do your own research. Over here, I have search terms that you can use with each country. like central bank digital currency. You guys don't know how it's going to affect maybe the cryptocurrency market and the currency markets, the crypto markets, and the stock markets. A lot of some of these countries that want to go full-fledged CBDC, they really think that they're going to save a lot of money by going to this a whole new system. You don't have to rely on cash, if at all. Some countries want to get rid of cash, which is the biggest mistake they can ever make. That's just my opinion. And you can do search terms, Vietnam economy, Vietnam currency, Vietnam politics, Vietnam cryptocurrency, Vietnam central bank. And I put these other ones like e-peso and e-corona because I just want to show you guys that a lot of these CBDCs are coming. So post RV, I'm going to be looking at this whole entire list. And whatever currency has not changed, you best believe I'm going to invest in it as much as I can because I have enough dinars to where really when you think about it, you can invest $1,000 in each one of these and I will be okay. Anyway, I'm on the road to successfully funding my project, and this is what it's all about for me, working on different projects, and I have a lot of different things I've been working on. I have a very big manga and animation project going on. I've talked with different companies. I've been offered deals, which I've turned down every single one of them because it definitely was not enough, and I don't want anybody. I want to be able to own what I put out. I want to own it. If I could easily have given it up in a couple years. I would have been a multimillionaire just from the project, but my hands would no longer be on the project. Those are the kind of deals that they make, and that's not what I intend to do. And if you guys have a project, you definitely need to be invested. And this is just my opinion. Things are going to be different. I told you earlier in the video, there are certain people that you need to follow because this is not going to end at the dinar revalue. Anyways, my project is called the Grigori. You can check it out on Facebook. Check it out on DeviantArt. Links will be below in the description with all the things that or some of the things that I'm involved in. I haven't not shared everything. And I want to see you guys succeed. To anybody who's listening, thanks for watching. You guys, don't forget to check out all the links. Oh, guys, don't forget to check out Robinhood. You guys are missing out on free stocks. I'm going to be doing a stock. Well, I'm going to be showing you what I am going to be doing when it comes to doing what stocks I'm investing in. It's just information. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what industries I'm going to do. I'm going to put the links to Robinhood and Acorn in the Google document. You guys want to get signed up and get started on your free stocks. Trust me, I'm going to be doing a video and I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing to get my referrals. There's some other things I want to show you so you can build that up and you can have up to, what, $500 in play money just to play on Robinhood. And that's what I've been doing. I got $300 so far. And guess what? I've done nothing but buy penny stocks. Anyway, guys, subscribe, like, and share.